Namaste, gods, goddesses, and the mysteries of light. This is Dr. Shreya Tajen, also known as Empress 1111. If you're new to my channel, please like, subscribe, and do not forget to hit the notification bell so you can be updated on my latest and my current videos. I have tapped into the divine masculine's energy, and oh my goodness, I have just been sitting here. I haven't even tried to translate it. Oh my God, because yeah, your boy used to be a player. And from the looks of it, it looks like homeboy has turned in his player card, because crowning the reading, we have healing. I don't know what this DM saw, felt, what came into his life and shifted his awareness, but his whole awareness has done a complete 180. Okay? He is no longer looking to heal through sex. Let me go ahead and call in some help, and I'll get right into this reading, and I will give you guys the 411 like I always do, okay? I call in all 6 elements: air, fire, water, earth, spirit, and ether. And I also call upon the highest of the highest of the high, which is Yad-He-Va-He, to be able to give me the information that is necessary during this reading in all directions, time and space, past, present, and future. And so it is. Oh my God, this is something else right here, what I'm picking up, okay? This divine masculine, he used to do and screw whatever was walking. And it wasn't because of a place of really wanting it or needing it. It stemmed from a place of insecurities, the lack mentality, the abandonment template that was playing in the background from his ancestral bloodline, past life issues, bloodline issues. But he didn't know that at the time. He thought that his flesh had to have it. And so, because of it, as a result, he could not see the divine feminine as his divine mirror, because when he looked at her, it only triggered who he didn't want to become. He was in this place of resistance. He set up so much resistance that even the thought of hearing her name literally made him sick. And it made him sick in a way that he ran from her, because she was the very thing that reminded him of what he was supposed to be doing, even though he refused to do it. It wasn't that he didn't know what it was that he needed to do, neither. It was just that he was fighting up against something that was bigger than him, which was his flesh. The Apostle Paul says that I pummel my body as a slave. He didn't know how to have the willpower, the strengthened character that is needed in order for him to will his mind as a sword, instead of allowing for his lower extremities in his body to be the master over him, instead of him mastering it. And because of that, this divine masculine has some really deep healing that he's in right now. He's in this healing period. He, at this moment, is not even connected with the karmic, because he realizes the errors of his ways. And he has had so many things that have come in to uproot his life and to shift things around, that now he's starting to understand, overstand that this is bigger than him. This is even bigger than his divine feminine. This is really, truly an act of God. Because what he used to grab and go back to has failed him. It no longer works, you see. He cannot use sex as a crutch. He cannot try to find the divine feminine in other pretty faces because they're just not her. You see, he thought that he could replace her. He thought that he can sex her out of his system. He thought that if he just I want to be really careful of the way that I'm going to say this, but if he just screwed her out of his system, then he will be okay. But the more and more that he tried to, the more and more he realized that he was infected with her love. And it was in such a way that even his DNA is coded with her signature and blueprint. He's even experiencing moments where he was with women, he really couldn't get it up. And he thought that the divine feminine had put some spell work or magic on him, not realizing that he loves her. And when you love someone, guess what love comes with? It comes with a moral code. And that moral code that it came with was called loyalty, you see. He might not have been loyal to her in his mind, but his heart held him prisoner. His heart was not going to consort with the enemy. His heart remained true. And as much as he tried to deny, as much as he tried to fight it, as much as he tried to be in this place of denial, guess who won? Of course, the heart did. The heart always wins because the heart wants what the heart wants, you see. Man has his way according to his own plans, but God is the one that sets the path straight. This divine masculine is starting to see that this is divine planning and timing. Everything that he has ever planned, he's gotten what he wanted. But there is one thing that he wants and he has not received. And it's not because he cannot receive it. It is because of his own stubborn and selfishness that has kept it away from him. And that is the union with his divine counterpart. In this moment of healing, he is restricting himself from sex. He is not intimate with anyone, nor does he want to. The only one that he sees, the only one that he wants to touch, the only one that he wants to make love to is his rib, the other half of his soul. And you know, he's starting to recognize all of the times that he mistreated her, all of the times that he put her down for loving her and refused her cups. He's now starting to realize all he was refusing was himself. You see, he was refusing his own love. Now he's tapping in, tuning in, and he's turned all the way on. He is coming into this awareness that healness is what is required. And so healing is what he is doing. Now we have the play card. This is the universe way of telling you, divine masculines, that you are taking things way too serious. You're not even enjoying life. You're just going at things just in a perfunctory way, like this is the life. This is what I'm supposed to do. Source energy is telling you this is not life at all. You are so heavily inundated into the matrix that you are doing everything according to plan. So you can remain stuck. So you can't see your way out of this situation. But surely, guess what? The time has come, and a time is now for you to unplug from the matrix and to get your bearings in this situation, because life goes on. Life is beautiful and bountiful and in abundance. And at this very moment, you are lacking love. You're starting to realize that because at one point in time, you didn't think you needed love. And you forgot to realize that you were created out of love. You wouldn't even be here if it wasn't from the love of your mother and your father. You see. But now you're starting to recognize, you're starting to see this with fresh eyes now. That love is all that there is. Now you're starting to work from 5D and above. And you realize that that's the only thing that exists. In the 3D plane of existence, everything is about me, materialism. And you realize that you are a spiritual being having a human experience, and you so crave for so much more. That's why your soul wants to play. It doesn't like this seriousness that you are caught up in and not enjoying life. It wants to expand. It wants to grow. The soul cannot expand and grow if you don't play. Do you see that? She's in a bottle of champagne, basking in it. When was the last time that you got a chance to go out and be social? When was the last time that you got a chance to have fun? Do you even know? And I'm not talking about posting stupid stuff and silly jokes on social media. I am talking about getting out in the real world and doing this thing called life and associating with people. And most of all, when was the last time you contacted your divine feminine? It's time to take initiative. Even if it means reaching out. Stop being scared of rejection and trepidation and fear. You have the 5 of Cups here. Okay? You see that these cups are all spilled over and you're feeling like you're in despair and you're lost and woe is me. I'm sensing this energy is coming also from the failure of the relationship with your karmic. You're looking as if your whole world has been turned upside down. Not only did I lose my DM or my DF, I lost my karmic too. You can never lose your divine feminine. You needed to lose the karmic. And if you would have been in a higher vibration, truth be told, there would have never been a such thing as a karmic on your roster. Because you would have been in so much of a high vibrational frequency that you would have burnt off that karma and you wouldn't have needed another lesson in love or another lesson in life, for that matter. But here you are in deep contemplation, thinking that all is lost, not even realizing that it was divine protection. You have the Hermit card. With the Hermit card, you're in isolation. You're going in and you're reconsidering your steps. You're about to make a move. But you're still in this place where you're allowing for spiritual guidance to direct you. And that's commendable. That's a good step. That's a great start. You're tapping into your inner voice, your intuition, and to me, I listen. You are at this place of atonement, at one meant with source energy. I'm feeling like you are in this place where you feel like you're a Zen monk. You're not having sex. You're not even in a place to where you're masturbating, which is great. That's good because you are preserving your sexual energy for your one. That's why you're doing this, because you understand the importance of sperm purification. You see, this is all part of the creation process. So when you come into union with your divine counterpart, with your divine feminine, you are going to do some super manifesting with this woman. And you're coming in pure form. Wow. It looks like the divine masculines have been doing their homework. This is amazing. All right, so the universe came in for judgment. Divine masculines, you guys were stuck. You were in this situation with your karmic, and I'm not saying it as just only your love partner. Karmics are jobs, careers, even locations of where you choose to live, buildings you choose to live in, friends and family. But you were stuck because you were so hell-bent on what people had to say and their opinion about your romance and your love life that you allowed that to put you in a place of enslavement to where you didn't move or you didn't make a decision until they gave you the sign off, until they approved of your next step in your life. And you had to take a step back. You had to say, wait a minute, I'm a whole grown ass man. Okay. I can move and I can do whatever the hell I want to do, because guess what? Not even the spirit that moves me, which is God himself, which exists and moves and has his being in my body, controls me. Even the force that strong still gives me free will and free choice. So with that being said, I am going to exercise my own free choice. And I'm going to move, but you took too long. So the universe had to move you. The universe had to come in and it had to shake some things up. You had to be shaken in order for you to be awakened to what the hell is really going on. Because while you was in la la land, guess what was happening? Life was happening for your divine feminine, you see. Your divine feminine woke the hell up. And as a byproduct of her waking up, she got off the twin flame journey and said, hasta la vista, baby. I see you later. Which left you at the Ten of Swords. This is not coming from the karmic's energy. This is coming from a energy of feeling like you're going mad. You're going crazy. Okay. Some of you are having mental illnesses due to attachments, because it's affecting you spiritually, and what affects you spiritually is affecting your mind, is affecting your mental mind. That is the reason why the Apostle Paul says that you have to be strong in your mind, in the force that is actuating your mind. Because if you lose your mind, you lose it all. You have to come back into this place of being grounded. You are at the end of this cycle, though, because 10 stands for completion. So this cycle has ended, and Source says that the worst part is over with. Okay? But you have to get rid of those attachments. You do. You have to clear yourself. You have to clean yourself. You have to cleanse your aura. I don't know how many times I have to say this. You guys can come to this channel. You can go to any other channel from a good reader, and you can get all the readings in the world. But if you do not do the spiritual work that is required, guess what? You're going to be still stuck. You can have these tired moments come. You can feel like you're going to have these near-death experiences. But if you don't move and you don't act, you stay right in this energy. You become a prisoner to your past for no reason. I want you to move out of this energy. Because even within this energy, you also have the Seven of Pentacles, which means that you're walking into uncharted territory. You're in a place that is unknown to you at this time. Okay? And with this energy, I'm also sensing that you're restless. You're being tested against your own fears. Your own fears have come upon you. You thought that you were going to enter into a financial lottery or some type of financial fortune, and it looks like you got the money, but you also got some other shit with it. Okay? That you didn't want. Okay, it looks like somebody didn't give you full disclosure. Maybe it was the karmic. Maybe it was your job, which is karmic too. It's a karmic tie too. Maybe they didn't tell you what was all entailed for you to get the money that you're making. So what you're making is like an undercompensation, and it feels like minimum wage to you because with all of your duties and everything that you do, it has completely robbed you of your life, or at least your quality of life. You see. Words of wisdom. Make sure you have full disclosure before you sign. But it looks like divine ordering is at play. As you can see, this eye of Horus in the background is making this tower come down. Do you see that there's still a foundation down at the bottom? You didn't lose it all. You think that you lost it all while you walking in this desolate desert. You didn't lose it all. The divine did not allow for the foundation, the rock solid foundation with your divine feminine that you built to come tumbling all the way down. Most tower moments, you lose everything, including the divine feminine. It looks like only one crown fell. In some tarot decks, both crowns fall off, which means that the divine feminine was affected by it too. It looks like only you were affected by this tower moment. So this is something that is happening in your life to awaken you. Something that caught you off guard. Something that happened all of a sudden that you didn't see coming. Maybe it's connected to your love partner karmic. But whatever the case is, it served its purpose. Because you are not in this state of... You're not in this state of this victim consciousness where woe is me anymore, because you are protected. You see, if you really look at this tower, there's only a few chips from the top of the tower. The whole tower within itself is still intact. That represents you, divine masculine. You are still whole. You may not feel like it at this time because you've probably had so much relentless situations that have happened one after the next. But the divine is here, and the divine is showing you the way. And it looks like you are really listening, which has fueled you with so much motivation with the Ace of Fire. You're coming through with an offer that the divine feminine cannot refuse. And you're coming with some sexual pent up emotions on top of that. This card represents passion. It represents fire and desire. It represents sexual energy. When you even hear this divine feminine name, at first you used to run, but now you get chills all up and down your spine. Like Neo said, you make the hair on the back of my neck stand up. That's exactly what your divine feminine does, just by even hearing her name. You're at this place where you're coming into a deep inner peace. You don't know how all of the cards are going to fall going forward. But guess what? I feel and I sense that you have this renewed energy that is within you, that is catapulting you, that is pulling you in your baby's direction. And you are going to make that move, and it's going to come quickly. All right, I have come to the conclusion of your reading, divine masculines. It is a good karma to like, share, comment, subscribe, or leave a energy exchange donation if you feel inclined to. Or you can purchase something from my Amazon wishlist registry, and it will appear on the channel. I now wrap you in my love, and I cloak you with the light of Christ consciousness. And so it is, everyone. Namaste.